Hi, hello everybody, and welcome to Wine and Reason. I'm Julie. I was having an eyebrow moment. Like many people many women anyway, in the 90s, I plucked my eyebrows into oblivion. And if I don't put this, I use this e.l.f. eyebrow stuff on my eyebrows uh, on camera. Otherwise, most of my eyebrows you don't get picked up by the camera. So, yay! But yeah, I was getting just in case I get carried away with what. There's no telling. Don't worry about it. Love you, Meganut. Okay, speaking of which, who is in the chat? Let's get this started. I see Brain Bug. Yo. I see Critical Cripple Dave. Hey, man, hugs. I see, already mentioned Meganuts. A bit of tea in Danish. Linda, hey, hun. The Lone Wanderer's Bunker. Yes. Quick, everyone, tag at Brainbug and pounce him with a hug. Yes, do that. I don't think he'd mind, honestly. I mean, that's for him to say, but Junk Shop, my darling, my love, there you are. Godless Sewing is in the chat. Hey, Godless Sewing. And Harmonica Man, I'm so glad you're here. Yes, there will be a moment in this show featuring Harmonica Man, and I'm gonna do my best to be very careful. It's an unboxing, but I'm gonna be very careful so that I don't dox either of us because our addresses are on the outside of this thing. Cadence, hey Cadence. Did I miss anyone? Did I miss anybody? Amber Schofield. Hey, darling, how you doing? All right. And sorry, my phone is buzzing in the background. There also may be some... Oh, what on earth? Oh, my mother is calling me. You know what? I'm just going to have to call her back. I'm not answering right now. That actually is a perfect segue into the story. And yes, for anyone wondering, junk shopping did, thanks to, I believe, the efforts of Aunt Jur, made it into the Urban Dictionary. So my spouse is now a verb. It's official. I like it. Thank you, Aunt Jur. All right, so this is Wine and Reason, the Skip Thanksgiving Please edition. And now, I am not, to be very clear, asking anyone to skip Thanksgiving, like, in your own home. Hey, Mark Caesar! In your own home with your loved ones who are locked down or quarantined with you. Or if you're in a more sensible country like Mark Caesar's and you're not in, and it's not dangerous for you to go to your mom and dad's or go to your grandparents' house or whatever, and you're not going to be endangering their lives, depending on where you are. In Australia, it's a very big country. Some of you can do that very safely. New Zealand, you're fine. Denmark, you're probably fine. Although, why am I talking about Thanksgiving to people who don't live in the States or Canada? Because it's not a holiday where you are anyway. Okay, well, whatever. Let me go back. I'm talking, never again. Hey, I am 10 hugs back. That was a terrible start because I just realized that the majority of you in the chat right now are not in a country that celebrates the holiday I'm talking about. So, whatever. Consider it a cultural exchange moment. And people are licking people's noses. Okay. Thank goodness that's just virtual. Alrighty. So, yeah. And I had a weird... I'll come back to the Thanksgiving thing. But basically, skip it because... you don't want to kill your family members. Hey, Ox. Hey, GeoSam. Black hearts to all of you as well from my tiny withered little black heart. So, so my mom was just calling me, probably because she picked up her phone and saw that I tried to call her earlier this morning, even though we've already spoken once this morning. We spoke several times yesterday. And the reason for that is I had a weird experience. Junk Shop already mentioned it in their stream. Hang on though, really quickly. COVID update. Here in Western Australia, we have become too complacent about COVID precautions. It will bite us in the butt when it gets in. Yeah. I went to a a virtual Tim Minchin concert because he wasn't comfortable. There. I mean, I don't know if it's a comfort thing or a law thing or either way, but he wasn't about to like try and do a concert at a big venue with a lot of people there. So he did a virtual concert with just the musicians, and it was awesome. It was a great show. It was on November 19th, a year to the day after Junk Shop and I saw him in Scotland. So this concert was a lot cheaper for us. Didn't include airplane tickets or anything. But it also didn't include getting to see a different country, which was nice. All right, so weird experience last week. Stay on topic. I'm going to focus. My mom called me yesterday. Did I say I had a weird experience last week? No, it's this week. It's still yesterday. It was just yesterday. Y'all, it's only Tuesday, and this has been a week. I will explain. So my mom calls me, and she is crying, and she's upset. And my dad, I saw on my phone, I'd had 2 missed calls from my dad because I slept in on Monday. I don't know. I wasn't in a very good place, and I just didn't have any reason to get up at a decent hour, so I slept till like noon, like a teenager. And finally, my dad called Junk Shop, and Junk Shop was able to reassure him. But a woman called my mother, and I thought it was a man who had called her originally. So if you've seen a post about this, and I specifically gendered the person as a man, it's because Mom was kind of confused. Y'all know my parents are in their late 70s, and my mom has dementia. I've talked about that a lot. So she is very vulnerable for this kind of garbage. I don't. Oh, he was in Sydney, Mark Caesar. Tim Minchin was in Sydney, wherever Sydney is. Okay. So anyway, so we my mom calls, and she's crying, and she sounds terrified, and she's very upset. And she tells me that a woman called her posing as a bond. See, I want to say bondsman because that's the word. So much of our language is gendered. It's weird. You don't notice it until you start to think about it. Hey, grumpy old dude. So this somebody called my mom posing as a bail bondsman and said that I was incarcerated in Nashville, and they needed to come down to the courthouse there and or send bail money because I needed to be bailed out of jail. Now, my mom, even at her age and with dementia, didn't buy this. She eventually told the woman, my daughter would never leave town without telling me, and I can't imagine a reason why she would be in jail. I think you're lying. And she hung up on her. So yay, my mom is clever enough, even with dementia, to see through this. But the reason it scared her so much is because, again, she's part of that generation where you always answer the landline because you never know who might be calling. I mean, she has caller ID and stuff, but I don't think she pays any attention to it. If the phone rings, she answers it. And to hear such terrifying news and horrible news from someone who is a good scam artist, and like Mom kept saying, she sounded so official. She sounded like and professional, like she knew, what exactly what to say, and I mean, it was terrifying for her because she was, Mom, like I said, she was pretty sure she was being lied to, but she wasn't 100% sure, and she was so upset, and this is incredibly cruel. It's yeah, thank you, never again. Yeah, it's incredibly cruel to do this to elderly people. So I just kind of wanted to throw it out there that I think it was Mark Caesar who said that he had heard of this scam before. I had not this particular one, and so I just want to throw it out there in case this is happening elsewhere. Yeah, good for her. Exactly. Thank you, grumpy old dude. If you're talking about my mom, and if you're talking about some other person, that's fine too. Good for her as well. But yeah, so to my mom for being too clever, even at 78 and with dementia, to buy some bullshit. But what was cruel about it was how upset it made her. And she's, you know, she's kind of emotionally fragile because she gets confused easily. And yeah, so I just wanted to let y'all know that there are people out there that are targeting people. Elderly people, unfortunately, are often targeted by scam artists. I hate that even artist is in the name there. And yeah, so keep an eye on your folks. Okay, so Ox says that scam has been going around last 2 years. Glad she didn't fall for it. They doing bonds agents, hospitals, saying you're in the ER and need funds. Oh my God. Cause the insurance because the insurance is messed up. Oh gosh. And see, living in the States, that is so believable. It's so believable. Oh, that's terrible. Ah, gross. I got a call telling me that I was incarcerated, that I needed bail money. I got the sewing. And you were like, bitch, I'm right here. So, fuck off. I'm sure you were much, you had a much better phrase. Oh, yeah, fair. Harmonica Man, fair. There's a few more decades. That will be us. We'll be the people getting the weird ass phone calls. Oh, thank you. Yeah, hugs for Mom. Thank you. Yeah, Mom gets all the virtual hugs. And so on top of this business on Monday, of course, we had to tell them that we couldn't go to Thanksgiving. Y'all know I tested negative for COVID. Yay! And Brain Bug did too. Yay! A couple of weeks ago. But since then, we went to the grocery store and I caught a cold. And I was running a low-grade fever for a couple of days and sneezing a ton and generally just felt like crap, the way you do when you catch cold. And, you know, I knew it wasn't serious. I knew, I didn't need to go to the doctor, but I wasn't about to go to, like, I called them and I'm like, no, we're not coming over for Thanksgiving, because with food preparation and eating together at the same table, there's just no way. There is no way you're not gonna be transmittable. Is the thing. And I don't want them to get anything, because if they get the flu, if they get anything this year, it's going to leave them even more vulnerable than they already are to COVID. So no. And that was hard. So it's just a few more decades, I hope. Mark Caesar, yes, indeed. Also, there's a lot of good conversation in the chat about scams, some funny ones and also some serious ones. So check these out. I'm glad you all are sharing this information. Thank you. Never Again says, I feel cheated. I got a call from someone interested in buying my late husband's land, which he didn't even own. It's like the old, I've got land in Florida. Yeah, it's so messed up. Yeah, cheers, Mom. Yeah, thank you. Let's see. Oh yeah, Mark Caesar makes a good point here. Scammers have scripts. They have worked out pretty well. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they wouldn't do it if it didn't work on occasion, right? So they're just looking for that, 1 time out of 10 or 1 time out of 50 or whatever that it works and they get paid. And yep. Oh, no, this sounds good. Ox says, I had one scammer saying he would buy me pizza if I just send him the money. That is hilarious. That is the dumbest one I've ever heard. You're like, dude, I could just order a pizza. Why do I need the middleman? Like, what the? Okay. Hey, spooky bed hair. Oh, yeah. Yep. It's scary. Yeah. Actually, thank you, Mark Caesar. You reminded me that it is more than just a couple of decades. A little bit more anyway. I'm 42, so we'll see. But yeah, and I got really mad at this person. I'm glad I don't know who they are, because I might actually punch them in the face and then actually go to jail for an assault charge. I am not advocating violence. I am actually very, very much nonviolent and against violence. But damn it, don't terrify my mother and make her cry. That's my mom. Have boundaries. Have some limits, for goodness sake. How do these people sleep at night? Terrorizing old people. Oh, stalkers. Yeah, tell me about it. I had a tendency to not choose the best people to date when I was a young woman. And yeah, that's true. Crazy. You can have some, yeah. Never mind. I'm going to stop there with that. I will say, yeah, I had a stalker once in college, and it was not pleasant. It was actually really terrifying. And he confronted me one night after following me to a friend's house, and I went outside to talk to him, and he punched the wall right next to my face. So that was fun. I seriously consider getting a restraining order. If that happened now, I probably would. I got a lovely scam email today. Read it to my friend on video chat. Should have recorded it. $4.5 million they wanted to give you. Yeah, they wanted to give me that. Uh-huh. Right. Aw, thank you, grumpy old dude. That's very sweet. I don't know who it is, and that's a good thing for both of us. Just, your scammer could, back to the pizza scam, your scammer could have paid for the pizza with your own credit card if he had the details already. Wouldn't that be ironic? I don't know. I just took my last name off of my YouTube channel, and am once again regretting ever not coming up with an alias when I first went on Twitter and stuff, because the things you do in order to avoid, sorry, there's a gnat in here, and also I apologize for the background noise. Still construction and stuff going on. Today they're putting up awnings, so there's a large machine in the parking lot, and the window is right here, and I can't do anything about that. So yeah, so I was in my home, which I'd never left, and that was for days at that point, and that's fairly common. And yeah, I just and it took me 2 phone calls because of her dementia to make sure that she was assured that I was fine and everything was okay. And then we were also able to, kind of talk out her feelings about it. But yeah, whoever this piece of shit was who did this, what's this? You are a garbage person. And I can't imagine your life is very good. You're probably pretty miserable, or you're a sociopath, because otherwise I don't know how you sleep at night doing things like this to people. Yeah, it's just okay. Yeah, I wrote a lot more of this out, but it's going to sound boring now if I read it to you, because it's just the same thing. Okay, so that's my rant about that, which wasn't really a rant because I've had a little time to process. Thank you all for listening. And yeah, just watch out for the elderly in your lives. Make sure they're all right. Okay. All right. So next thing. Yeah, and also tell your friends if there are any scams you know about, like Never Again did. I think it was Never Again with the email today that she shared with a friend. Even the ones that you think that you're a good skeptic, you think, I know this is bullshit right away. It never hurts to let people know that something's going around, Oh, thank you, Dave. There's a story there. The interview did not happen, so it's okay. It's okay. I was so ready. I was so prepared. I'd done all this research on the company, and I did. But okay, so okay, here's what happened. I got a text message a few hours before the interview was supposed to happen, and it was from the gentleman who's interviewing me. I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to say the name of the company because I really want to get this job. And he texted me and said that and apologized and said they were going to have to reschedule the interview. And at first I was like, oh, sugar, is this a bad sign? And then Junk Shop helped me kind of talk it out. And they said, well, they did take the job off of Indeed.com right after they set up the interview that was supposed to happen today with you. So, and I was like, okay, you're right. That's probably a good sign. So I texted the guy back and I was like, oh, that's fine. And he also asked to see some examples of my work. So I was able to also email him 3 examples of very different things that I've done as a technical writer. So that was nice. And hopefully he'll like that. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is a good point. Thank you, Harmonica Man. Tax season, sorry for swearing, is right. You don't have to be sorry. Oh, because you said taxes? Yeah, fair. All right, you're forgiven. Is right around the corner, too. Watch out for phone scams. Yes, please. Watch out for phone scams. They're bad. I don't know where that voice came from. Okay, so that's what happened with the interview, is that it didn't happen, but he, after I sent the email with examples of my work, he said, great, I'm going to share this with a couple of colleagues and we will get back to you and set up a new interview time for, he said late this week or early next week. So given that Thanksgiving is day after tomorrow, I'll be very surprised if it is late this week, but also everybody working from home, like this is a fully remote position, which is why it's so great. One of the many reasons why it's so great, I'd also be really good at it, is that might change things a little bit, because regular office culture in a normal year, you'd be off Thursday and Friday in the States for Thanksgiving, and it would be a 4-day weekend, and that would just be that. So you wouldn't expect any kind of hiring to be happening on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Lots of people take that whole week off if they have vacation time, for example. So anyway, yeah. So it went well, and that it didn't go, but hopefully it will be rescheduled soon. Oh yeah, this is an excellent point that Ox is making, and it's kind of one of those things that if you think about it for 2 minutes, you kind of know this, but just in case, this is, yeah, the important government agencies aren't going to call you. They're just not, like, unless you owe them money or it's something. But even then, like, I had a friend who made a mistake on her taxes once and didn't find out for 3 years. And the fines just kept building up and building up because she was never contacted about it. So it's kind of all on you to make sure that everything's cool. The IRS, Social Security, insurance, they don't call you. They always send through the mail. They don't rely on telephones. And yeah, it's always going to be like certified mail. So make sure you've got your address updated with all the important agencies too. Thank you, Mark. Thank you for the good luck wishes. Yeah, Caden says that's why I'm on vacation all week too. Yeah, absolutely. Oh no, never again, says a young man I know got one. I'm assuming a call like that, and he called me all in a panic, and I had to talk him down. Yeah, it's freaking scary, especially if you don't know. If you haven't experienced that before and you just don't know what to do. I mean, there's a reason. I know I'm a morbid person, but there's a reason I listen to a lot of true crime stuff. I kind of want to know what's out there, and I'm a morbid person. Okay. So another thing that you can tell your friends and family this week is, oh, yep, we have to cancel Thanksgiving, only with the people, I know I said this already, I'm just going to say it one more time, only with the people you already live with. I know it sucks. And I know that, I mean, my family's huge and loud. Just imagine a whole bunch of me in a room talking at high volume and faster. Me when I'm manic, if you've ever, yeah, which you've probably seen me a bit manic on D&D or on here. But seriously, it's it just okay. What was I trying to say with that? My family is loud and they're kind of a lot, but they're also awesome, and they've always had my back. We're large, but we're close knit, and I mean, even the people who have moved away, you know, I know my sister is going to call, and everything will stop, and and everyone in the room normally in a normal year would stop, and they'd put my sister on speakerphone, and we'd all be talking to her and to my niece and to her husband. And you know, hey, Atheist Donna, hey, Richard Madsen, so good to see you, sir. So yeah, big, loud, but close knit family. And this year, my brother did the best possible thing, even though it was the hard thing. And he called my parents, and he's an essential worker. So, and he also goes in and out of other people's offices to do his job. So, my wonderful older brother called my parents and said, "It's Mom, Dad, it's just not safe. It's not safe. I don't know if I've been exposed. I don't know if my wife's been exposed. I don't know if the kids have. We're just going to stay at our place for Thanksgiving this year." This is the first time in my lifetime. So first time in over 40 years, probably longer, that my family has not gathered all together, with the exception of like maybe, you know, one, you know, like when somebody was in the army or, you know, what have you, but like when we haven't gathered for Thanksgiving. This is very weird. And my mom tried so hard to get Junk Shop and I to agree to come over on Thursday, and then she kept forgetting, so we actually had the conversation again this morning. So I've gotten to disappoint my mom for like 3 days in a row. That's been fun. Yeah. So I would just, yeah, I hope everybody is doing, oh, yeah, I get it. Yeah, Harmonica Man, that's their loss, dude. I am so sorry. Yeah, I hope you don't mind that I pulled that up, but yeah, we're the only heathens in the family, Junk Shop and I, and everybody else is extremely religious. So, like my siblings know, and my nieces and nephews know, I don't talk to my parents about it because I don't want them to spend the last few years of their lives worrying about my immortal soul. It's just not worth it to me. So judge me if you want. It's okay. Mark Caesar, my family has never gathered together for Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, it's not a thing here in Australia. Yeah, that's why. That's nice. Okay, so but Christmas, in the same breath as I was the third time denying my mother, just as the I'm not gonna get this out right. Just as the dude denied Jesus, right? My mother tried to nail us down for Christmas dinner, and I was like, Mom, we'll just have to see if it's safe or not. And it's just breaking her heart. I mean, this is her favorite time of year. She's big on the holidays, and Christmas especially is her favorite, and it's just gonna suck. I'm just kind of, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, but I mean, she understands why. She has assured me of that she understands, and she never got angry or anything, and she only cried once, and she got off the phone really quickly, so she wasn't trying to like do a guilt trip or anything. She was just very upset. Oh, my poor dad, man. We're gonna try and set up a Zoom thing, and yeah. Exactly, Cadence. Thank you. And she lives for Christmas. Exactly. And it's, you know, I mean, the whole thing, the whole reason my mom is able to maintain her independence and doesn't have to be in a nursing home is because my dad is her caregiver and he can look after her, and they do okay. And it's just, so they've just been extra careful. He goes to the grocery store once a week. She stays at home. That's and then he has to come right back, because if it takes him too long, she starts to worry and gets incredibly upset, or she forgets where he's gone, and that's when it gets weird. But yeah, it's hard on both of them, but it's how they're able to maintain their independence. No, my mom does not know how to make a Zoom call, Mark Caesar, but my dad does know how to click on a link. So we're gonna do a private StreamYard, I think, on Thursday, and say hi. Microraptor is here, which reminds me, I need to thank my patrons. So, deepest thanks to my patrons: the Lone Wanderer, a bit of tea and Danish, Captain Timothy the Bold, Mark Caesar, Santi the Sane, and my newest patron, Microraptor. Thank you so much. You are awesome, and I really, really and truly appreciate it. Honestly, if you guys weren't doing this, I wouldn't be able to keep doing this. And this we channel here is and Junk Shop's channel. This is the most stable. The stuff we do with you guys is like the most stable, scheduled stuff in our lives right now. And I'm finding that the longer I'm out of work, the more I need this. I need something solid and scheduled, and I don't do well without a schedule. I need later, Ed. Love you. Make good food. I just have to. I need things to do. I need constructive things to do, and if it's, so it helps if it's scheduled throughout the day. I was actually talking to my therapist about that earlier today, so I'm gonna try and just kind of make a daily schedule every morning for myself and figure out what I need to do, and at what times and so on. Okay, so I'm just going to employ you one more time. If you're from the U.S., just please cancel Thanksgiving. Do a shitty Zoom call if you have to. I know it's going to suck, but just don't take COVID to grandma's house. All right, just don't. Yeah. All right. Oh, hey, Michigan confirmed for Biden and Harris. Okay, so the U.S. electoral system is weird, and it's difficult for even those of us who live here and had decent civics classes, which I did not, to understand sometimes. But we knew they won, but now Trump can no longer pretend there's some kind of conspiracy unless he wants to publicly state that he was attempting a silent coup. So he has conceded finally. And yes, and Joe Biden will be sworn in on January 20th as the 46th president of these United States. And Kamala Harris just busted through damn near every glass ceiling there is. I think the only way she could have one more would be if she was part of the queer community. That would be that's the last one we need. She's amazing, and she's I'm happy that this is over, and it's really scary because people are so angry. The people who voted for Trump are so angry, and the people who voted for Biden and Harris are so elated. It just shows you how divided our country was, and there were some terms thrown around that are very scary terms. Things that and yeah, that's fair, Ox. I don't just support one half of the team. Biden was not my first choice. I did not when I voted in the when I voted for the Democratic candidate, that was not my first choice, but it's okay. Once he became the candidate, I was like, all right, it's all Biden all the time now. We're doing it. I was really happy that he picked Kamala Harris, though. Yes, first female and first non-white vice president. Woo! Just give it up. It's awesome. And it should have happened a long time ago, but it's happened finally. Now I just want them both to stay very safe until Election Day. Oh, that's hilarious. Harmonica Man, my Michigan governor won't let me visit the mansion. She said there's no leftover pie in the fridge and to stop bugging her. Aw. Oh, I will. Thank you, Ox. Should I did it? I don't know. Okay. All right. I'm going to stay on topic, but thank you. Microraptor. Most people who voted for Biden seem to have done so to get rid of Trump and not because they like Biden. There's a lot of that. Yes, there is absolutely a lot of that. Yeah. It's more. Now, I do think Biden will do a better job than Trump. I realize the bar is pretty fucking low, but yeah, I agree. I think a lot of people were voting against as opposed to for, but honestly, I'm okay with it. I really am. I mean, we even flipped some Republicans who voted who voted words. They voted sorry, now I just have Porky Pig in my head saying that's all, folks, but it's not all. We're not quite finished. Yeah, who voted for Biden Harris, but then voted Republican down the rest of the ballot. So it is, that was their right, and I'm really glad that they made the wiser choice, because I've never seen my government be a dumpster fire to this degree. I mean, when you get nostalgic for George fucking Bush, shit's weird. And that's W, by the way, but both of them were weird. Anywho, so yes, Michigan confirmed. There is no way, because we creamed them in the Electoral College. The general vote, that was a little closer than I would have liked. We still beat them, but oh, I know. Yeah, that's fair, Dave. Yes. Oh, you got your, oh, good. Mark Caesar says, I finally got my arse into gear and set up Zoom for myself. Good. I'm glad. Critical Cripple says, but we're not going to get to see him dragged out. Pouts. Yeah, I know. It was a fun, you can imagine what that orange little man, orange large man would have done. A puppy would have been a cuter and more capable president. Yeah. It's not the first time I've heard something like that. It's like, oh my God. Yeah. I think somebody was like Clippy from the old Microsoft Word would have been a better president. I mean, that's awful. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he's not gone yet. That's a fair point. Never again. Yeah, he's not gone yet. Not anything can happen, because he is a lame duck president, and he would have, but yeah, things can happen, like executive orders. There's been some talk. I don't even want to say it because I haven't read enough about it, so I'm just going to stop there. But yeah, there is stuff he could still do to fuck up our standing on the world stage and our nation in general. I mean, he's already, every day we set a new record for how many people are dying of COVID-19 because, yeah. And no, I'm not saying the pandemic is his fault. I'm saying it was grossly mishandled, and that came from the top down. Yep. Oh, so I'm sorry. Ox says, I want Biden, after he is sworn in, to turn to the camera and say with a smile, Trump, you're fired. Yeah. A little campy for my taste, but maybe. Microraptor, I'm at least happy Trump survived COVID so that he could witness this proverbial ass kicking. Yeah, I think he's gonna face some criminal charges as well, I believe, because New York State has already filed some stuff. So that should be fun. We'll get to watch that. Julie LeVois, Lone Wanderers Bunker. What is terrifying is a Trump 2024 president. Yeah, that is terrifying. And Lone Wanderer brings up an excellent point here. So if you don't know, the same thing, Nixon did the same thing. Okay, he got elected once, didn't get reelected, and then got elected again. And that can happen. Yes, it's true. All presidents can only serve 2 terms, but there is nothing that says that those terms have to be consecutive. So, assuming he lives long enough, and I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just talking about the fact that he's elderly and has some health issues and has already had COVID and all of that stuff. Assuming he is healthy enough to perform the office, the duties of the office, which I don't think he is this time around, but that was not for me to say, and I'm not a doctor. He could run conceivably in 2024. And the weird thing about that is he is the most energizing candidate that the Republicans have had in a while. And it's very disturbing. I don't get it. I mean, I really don't get it. Amiga Nuts, Julie, the problem is the pandemic wasn't handled at all. Yeah, fair. Their plan all along was to do nothing. I don't know. I'd need a citation to know for sure if that was their plan. I mean, actually, no, you're right. I mean, we do have evidence of that I know about. I wasn't suggesting that you didn't know what you were talking about, Amiga Nuts. I was trying to remember, like, what did I know? And also thank you for all the links you're dropping in the chat. That's amazing. Okay, so we know from a recorded phone call that back in February, Trump knew that how deadly the virus was. I mean, you've all probably heard this already. He's talking about how deadly the virus was. Hey, Jeff, Gobble Skimmer. He knew he knew how it was transmitted. He knew that it was not like the flu. And then he basically went on live television and said the opposite of all of that, and has been just downplayed it the whole time as more and more people fell ill and as more and more people died. So I will be very happy to see that guy go. And I'll be really happy if New York actually makes some of those charges stick and he goes to prison for a little bit. I think that would do him some good. He needs to sit and think about what he's done. Trying really hard not to say some other really ugly things right now, you guys. Okay. So, all right. Yeah, thank you, Never Again. You knew how deadly it was just by watching international news before it hit American TV. If he didn't know, he was lying. Yes, yeah, absolutely. And not only did we suspect him of lying, like now we have definitive proof that he was lying through his teeth. And I mean, that's all he does. I wonder if it's a compulsion at this point. But okay. So, enough with that guy. So yeah, basically, Trump realized he had to concede or go public with the coup, or with a coup, and spoiler alert, he conceded. So yay, we're done with. Well, we will be once he's gone. Ooh. Oh yeah, fair, Microraptor. So gross, but fair. He probably likes that a bit about Lot and Lot's daughters too. Gross. Okay. I owe my patrons an apology. This is why I make notes. I on Saturday, oh, I'm sorry, Sunday rather. Saturday, I was up for anything. I was so manic, I didn't leave the apartment because I knew I had poor impulse control and poor judgment at that moment. So I was like, nope, just gonna stay here, hang out on the computer where I can't do damage, except for D&D damage, which I dealt some. That was fun. Yeah, I've heard that one too, Mark Caesar. Supposedly there's a tape. I don't know if I could stand to look at it. Gross, because Trump's in it. But okay, yeah, porn is fine. Trump is gross. Anyway, but normally, as my patron only content, I do 2 extra live streams a week, and patrons have access to those, and they can come in and chat with me in the stream, or they can just hang out in the chat if they want to do that. And that's what we do. And one of them is Sunday brunch with patrons, and it's at noon on Sundays. Because I wanted to have, because one is evenings with patrons, and I wanted to do one that some of y'all in other countries might be in way different time zones, might be able to actually make it to. So I did the it's noon U.S. Central Time. But yeah, and Sunday it didn't happen, and it didn't happen because I got smacked really hard with the depression stick, and I couldn't get out of bed until about 12:30. So that was fun. Actually, it wasn't. It really sucked, but it's over. Nice thing about the disorder that I have, I'm a rapid cycler, so usually if I'm depressed, it can hit me like a ton of bricks, but it doesn't last for too long. That's the nice thing. Also, mania doesn't last for too long, and my mood stabilizer helps even everything out. But yeah, that was a rough day. So I apologize, and I am going to get some more patron-only content out for you guys. I'm just not quite sure what, so I'm open to suggestions. Yeah, Trump has told so many pointless lies. Sorry, nobody but him. Lives are not pointless. Lies. Nobody but him cared how big his audience during his inauguration was. Exactly. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's so, I mean, it's such a cliche, right? We all know what he might as well be talking about is so big. It's just, this guy is just a walking jackass. And yes, you did, Mark Caesar. You guys did help. You always do. It's having people who care and who understand, and that I can say this to all of you in here right now in such a public way, and know that I'm not going to get judged, and that you're not going to, say what the fuck is wrong with you, or you were just being lazy or shit like that. Like, it's just nice. It's really nice. And thank you to all of you. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Okay. So, gosh, I don't know what that noise was. That was weird. We have there's an adorable young family next door. And they are super cute. They also have a toddler and a newborn, and that's very loud. And so sometimes crying noises happen, and it sounds faintly like, baby crying, but it's actually in the next, it's through the wall. Okay. Gave me a lot of sympathy for my mom, though, because she had twins and a 3-year-old at the same time, and now I'm like, good night. How did you survive? Okay, so yeah, so apologies to my patrons for missing that. I am going to be work on being better about that, about those streams in general, from now on. Okay, so oh nope, those are notes for the job interviews that didn't happen. Sorry, 1 second. Where are my notes? Those. Hey, how are all of you doing? You're pouncing. Pile on hugs. Dave is pouncing. Nice, I like it. Remind me of Tigger, Dave. It's nice. Oh, and I am, well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to segue into that yet. Ooh, Amiga Nuts. What did you say up here? Only spanking with consent, y'all. Enthusiastic consent. Okay. Amiga Nuts. I think New York should charge Donnie with reckless endangerment in the first degree under circumstances in evincing a depraved indifference to human life. 257,000 counts. You know what? I don't know if that would stick or not, but I certainly wouldn't mind seeing it happen. I think they're getting him on fraud. Actually, I think that's what the charges are around. But I shouldn't even say that because I haven't read enough about it. So apologies for not having. I just got really excited that anyone was ready to indict him on anything. Oh, I think Dave is a Tigger. Yeah, Tigger thought he was the only one, but really, we all know better. All right. Now I'm going to have the Tigger song stuck in my head. I did have notes for my job interview. Way to make me feel so unprepared for lunch. Well, the thing is, I mean, clearly I do get distracted by shiny things. I've never been formally diagnosed with ADHD, but 3 very close relatives of mine have. And so it's possible that I have it, but I've never been medicated for it. And also with my anxiety, like the medication for ADHD is actually, it's pharmaceutical speed essentially. And I can't, I'm like, oh, no, caffeine is enough. I do not need anything else going on. So, also at this point, I spoke to a friend of mine who has it, and both of his parents were pharmacologists, and they never put him on meds for it. And instead they did like CBT and like giving him, like helping him find coping mechanisms to deal with it. And I was talking to him, and he was like, if you've made it, because the first time a medical professional ever mentioned it to me that I might have it, I was like 39. And he said, so my friend said, if you've made it this far and you've like made it through 2 university programs, you're good. You've like you have developed coping mechanisms to deal with it, whether if you have it. So don't worry about it. And I was like, all right, cool. I shan't. That's how pansexual happens. ADHD makes it hard to focus on one gender, Microraptor. Yes, it does. Yeah, all genders are cute, for different reasons. They're nice. Nope, not gonna tell you about a dream I had last night. Nope, not at all. Hey, Robert X. Squirrel, says Amiga Nuts. Dang it, I meant chipmunk. Oh, chipmunks are so cute. Okay. All right, I'm rambling. What do you guys want to say? ADHD can be successfully managed through diet mostly. Oh, that's interesting, Mark. Hey, send me a note about that on Patreon or my email or something. What is happening? My phone just spoke to me. What? I'm sorry. This is an unprecedented. Good Lord. What? I don't know. Oh, 2 missed calls from my mom. Hey, honey. No, I'm not going to ask you to call her. Never mind. I'll call her in a minute. Guys, I'm going to have to call my mom. I've got two missed calls from her and a text from my dad. So I probably need to check in and find out what's going on. So, dang it. It's only 2:55. Well, okay. We almost made the hour. I'm sorry, y'all. Yes, I will check my Patreon after this. Also, check out Junk Shop's Teespring, because there may be a new item soon. I still need to talk to them about it and finalize some details, but we shall see. Also, thank you to all of my patrons again. You make this possible, and thank you everybody for being such awesome friends. And I know today's show was kind of all over the place, but yeah, bullet points. You know, look out for your elderly family members and elderly people you know, because they are vulnerable to scam artists. I'm just gonna say no. I'm gonna have to come up with a different word. Con men, whatever, because I don't like artists being in there. Artists do important things. These people are rat bastards. Okay, and oh no, you're good. That's fine. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, yeah, he can do. Okay, hang on, really quickly about ADHD and diet. Uh, let's see. Just going on my cousin's. He has ADHD and didn't do so well with medication. Handled it heaps better through diet. Okay, groovy. Oh, hey. Sorry about that. All right. Yeah. Thank you all so much for coming. You're lovely. Hugs and love to everybody. Stay safe. Be kind. To quote Tim Minchin, if you when in doubt, double down and be kinder. And remember, you can't find truth in wine, but you can find it in reason. Love y'all. Oh, wait. Wait, don't leave. Shit, I didn't open the box. Harmonica Man is like, open gift, open gift. Yes, okay. Harmonica Man sent me something. Dude, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. The note about this was on the other page. So, yes, hopefully I didn't just flash the front of that. I don't think I did. All right, I'm opening this. It is taped down very well. Good job. I made, oh, man, we have knives everywhere. Where's the knife? All right, hang on. I'm opening it. I'm opening it. Spiders! No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Dave. I'm kidding. No spiders. Wait a second. Aww. Oh, there's a ribbon. Okay, I know you said your name on Neil the 604 Atheist stream, but just in case, because I don't have your express permission, this is Curio. I really want to give it your name, though, so other people can buy it. This is our very own Harmonica Man's novel that he wrote. So just let me know, Harmonica Man, if I can say your name. Can I show your name in the thing? Boom! Yeah, there it is. That would be my that's Brainbug. Yeah, that's our orders getting mixed up. Brainbug would be the spider. Let's see. Half a dozen unboxing I've seen have been horrible things with legs. No, this is a book, which is a lovely thing. So I'm very excited to read it. I love the ribbon on it. Thank you so much. I will keep that forever because I have a weird. That's gonna go in a scrapbook. Yeah, and this is great, and so you can you should all buy this or check it out, or I'll absolutely, yeah, I will absolutely let you know what I think after I read it. So thank you so much. I love books, and I love getting books as presents. I'm so sorry, I almost forgot. It's been a weird couple of days. I'm actually skipping two very unpleasant things because I just don't want to bring everybody down. So we're gonna, yeah, but it's been a rough week here in Memphis. So I could do a book review. Ooh, cool. Hey, Harmonica Man, let me know if that's cool with you. If you want me to do a book review or not. You can. Oh, you have my permission. Okay. So this is, you pronounce this Magley or Magley? Magley. First name Randall. And the book is Curio, as in Curio Cabinet. That's a great title, by the way. I'm definitely hooked. Oh, nice website. Yay. Thank you, Dave. Yeah. Hey, everybody. There's the website. Okay. So you're open. You're out there. Cool. All right. Okay, that is cute, Microraptor. Curioser and Curioser. Yeah, if it's cool with you, I will do a book review. That'd be fun. Um, I am very excited. Thank you for sending it. So, all right, everybody, have a great day. Have a great rest of your week. And we are not. I think this is the off week for couple stream. Yeah, and so we won't be doing that Thursday. Plus, it's going to be weird with Thanksgiving, but we might end up on some other things. I know, Richard. I'm sorry. Fuck. All right. Yeah, Richard's right. Richard sent me a very intense. I've started it. I have not finished it. That's the problem, and I need to go back and reread what I already read. So I apologize. That is all my fault. Yeah, I need to finish reading Richard's paper and let him know what I think of it. Other than that, it's incredibly well written. I can already give you that. Like, it's very well written. But yeah, okay, so that's where we are. I think that's everything. Yes, I think so. All right, cool. Well, I'm glad we got to save the best for last there. Look inside the book. Did you sign it? Sorry, I was so touched by how cool the ribbon was, because this is how I do presents. Like at Christmas, I'll wrap a ribbon that way, and I almost didn't want to unwrap it in the moment. And plus, you're all just looking at my forehead right now while I do this. But I don't know. Pick a book in the background and focus on that. I had to move the Harley Quinn and the Tuscan Raider because I thought I had a job interview today and figured that Harley's cleavage might not be the best thing. Ooh, neither is that weird looking stack of boxes. I should probably move that too. Thanks, guys, for being my dry run. Okay, the ribbon is off. I love that Kelly green color. All right, this is the cover, unobscured cover, and I'm looking inside. Oh my goodness, there's a letter with a seal. Oh, this is so cool. I have a set of wax seal of different colored waxes and the seal you put into them. Wow, I'm sweating like crazy on this light. And that's so cool. Yes, I am secretly a cat. Absolutely. You are correct, Microraptor. That's why I'm always so meh. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Okay, so the even more talented Harmonica Man can not only rock a harmonica, which if you want to see him do that, go watch his deconversion story on Neil the 604 Atheist channel. It's awesome. And, dude, that was badass. But can also... Oh, this is so sweet. Thank you. Can also write in calligraphy. Do you see this? I tried desperately to learn calligraphy when I was in high school because my penmanship was terrible, and it still is to this day. Yeah, did not succeed in that. So well done. This is amazing. Thank you so much. Oh my God. That's beautiful. Do you mind if I read this? I think this is really cool. Yeah, I know. I have some quills, Cadence. I don't have any fountain pens, but that's a good idea. Yeah, somebody else is. It's funny. It's interesting. Yeah, no, this is amazing. So, Julie, the purpose of life is to prosper and live happily. It is up to the individual to fulfill that purpose by creating the conditions to exist in which one can do so and truly live. I hope you enjoy the book and be happy. Randall, i.e. Harmonica Man. Thank you so much. That's beautiful, and I am very touched. Oh, there we go. Now everybody's bonding over their love of vintage fountain pens and calligraphy. Good. I like it. I love it. It's fantastic. Yeah, I wish I could, Microraptor. I wish I could blame it on computers, but it's just me because I was that I was just right at the end of when they were, they still taught, we all had to learn cursive in first grade or in second grade rather. And everything had to be in cursive from then on. And I would always get marked down for my penmanship. So yeah, c'est la vie. All right. Yeah, it is. The purpose of life is to live long and prosper, absolutely. Or at least to live and enjoy it and prosper. Whatever that means to you. I did get a little choked up. I did. Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, I really do have to call my parental units because I don't know what's going on. And now I'm worried because it's just been such a weird week. And you all know why. So thank you all so much for coming. Big hugs. Love from Memphis. Try and have a happy Thanksgiving. Just try not to, give anyone anything. For those of you for whom Thanksgiving is not a thing, have a great weekend. And I'll see you next Tuesday. I already did my sign off. I'm not going to try and do it again now because I know I will mess it up.